Hey gang, Mocha Boy here, welcome back, and thanks for tuning back in. In this video, we're going to be covering a very basic high-level overview of the max attack. We're going to talk about the spell loadout, the compositions, what to look for in the bases. We're going to look at which spells to bring, when you use those spells, and what the order of execution, what the order of operations is with executing each phase of the attack. Now again, we are running these in regular matchmaking, so these are simulations. You're not going to see the best bases out there, but we get what we get, and we can't sit there searching all night long for the perfect base to attack. We have run these in Clan Wars successfully, and we'll highlight those, but for this particular video, we're going to be covering what you're going to see in regular matchmaking. Now, as far as loadout is concerned, you're typically going to be looking at about two golems, 8 wizards, 7 or 8 wizards, a few wall breakers just to get through the exterior of the base, and then obviously your heroes, a couple, either 2 or 3 Lavahounds, and then up to 16, possibly even 18 balloons. Now, as for the spell loadout, we're looking at 4 earthquakes. Now, the earthquake usage for this is special. You need to be able, you can't just earthquake any junction point. You want a high value junction point, and that's typically any junction point that'll give you access to 5 compartments, and in doing so get you access to the defending AQ, get you access to possibly 2 ADs, maybe even a third, and then of course a clean route into the clan castle. Once those 3 or 4 things are down, that leaves you free to clean up the backside of the base with what's left of your lava hounds, as well as precision deployments of the balloons. And the other two pieces, the other two critical components to this are the rage and the heal. You want the rage to coincide for when your kill squad is on top of the defending AQ, as well as whatever is in the CC, either if it's a dragon or loons or a lava hound. So you want that rage to coincide with when that DPS moves into a position to take them out. The heal, now you don't just drop the heal whenever you want. You want the heal to drop to coincide with when the BK pops his ability. When the BK pops his ability, he spawns upwards of, I don't know, 12 or 15 barbarians, and the heal is to keep the barbarians up so that they can do their damage and add to the damage of the base. Obviously, it's situational, but that's the general idea of how you want to run these attacks. So in this particular attack, I went searching for a max TH9, and this is what I came up with. Now, the reason that I came up with this base was because, again, one junction point would give me access to 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 pockets. The core of the base, the CC, the defending AQ. I didn't, unfortunately, the AQ was down for this, but so was my BK. So again, remember, just a simulation. But the targets here are going to be the AQ, the CC, these 2 ADs right here, and then I'm going to clean up running in a counterclockwise fashion. So it's going to be two lava hounds tanking this air defense until I get my loons on top of it, wait for the lava hounds to cross to the other side of the base, and then surgically deploy against that side of the base as well. So 4 earthquakes down. What I like to do when I'm setting up my funnel is to double up the wizards on the outermost portion of the funnel. These buildings, that ensures that those buildings will go down first, and that the rest of the crew will be able to funnel straight into the core of the base. Because of where I deployed my golems, the wizards were free to just run in and actually take out a lot of the perimeter defenses before ever going into the core of the base. So that worked out pretty well. Now the CC's triggered. I've got my kill squad in the core of the base. Now here I could have dropped the poison, yes, but again, remember, this is a simulation. So in this particular case, I would have done a rage, and then drop that heal to keep the wizards up, along with keeping my archer queen up. And they're going to continue to run through. 1 AD's down, so now I can start tanking that side of the base. Now, a very interesting thing with the way that the lava hounds get deployed, that because I'm running a flanking maneuver here and not attacking both sides at the same time, I want to make sure that one side gets put down so that my kill squad can work with the precision loon drops. So that means 2 lava hounds on this side, along with 2 loons per defense, and then I drop 1 loon. I drop 1 lava hound so that he covers, or he pulls or draws aggro from draws targeting from as many of the point defenses as possible. That gives the the balloons just those precious few seconds to go in and get on top of those other point defenses. So 1 loon this way to tank, 1 loon this way to clear, 1 lava hound this way to clear, And then if it were this one, it would have been the same thing. You want one lava hound to cover as much airspace as possible, triggering whatever in these pockets, as much as possible. And then using precision drops to drop on top of the point defenses. Usually two is more than enough, and if you've got all of the point defenses tied up with your lava hounds, they will be free to sneak up on those point defenses and just take them down. So, um, like I said, two loons per defense. So this is all going pretty well so far. The one of these lava hounds has already triggered an air bomb, which is perfect. Some of these balloons are going to die down here, but not a big deal because I've got loons in the pocket. And as soon as that air defense is tied up with that lava hound, I can finish up with the other back end cleanup crew, and then they all just converge on those last few defenses, and then we're done. So again, just a quick review. Pick a junction point that gives you access to at least 5 compartments. Rage and the heal for the kill squad, but you want the heal to coincide with when your BK pops his ability. When you deploy your lava hounds, you want to take up as much airspace as possible with them. They'll survive the run, don't worry. Just you want them triggering as many red bombs as possible so that your loons are clear to go in and take out the base. So that's it in a nutshell. As we look at other different types of bases, as we see this attack progress through the day, we'll see who comes up with what, and hopefully we'll be able to narrow down what bases are weak to this, what's good bases for this, what's bad bases for this, that kind of thing, and share that information back to you guys. So thanks for tuning back in.